You were gone long before Arizona came into the picture. You were speaking to crew before divorce was ever even talked about. I know the hoe in this situation we're in, and it isn't my wife.
You bastard!
Veronica snapped. She reached over and slapped Brody's head across his cheek before spitting in his face. He looked stunned, and she looked ready to strike again when the mediator grabbed her arm.
I'm going to ask you to sit back down right now. What you just did is not okay and you need to calm down. Brody, I'm going to ask you to come outside of the room with me and give Veronica a moment to collect herself.
Brody did as the mediator asked. Not making eye contact with Veronica once, we got up and walked out of the room. The mediator followed behind him and shut the door, leaving Veronica alone.
Are you okay, Brody?
I'm fine. It's not the first time this has happened. She gets physical a lot, not normally in front of other people though. I'm going to call the police. She just keeps getting more and more unhinged, and maybe this will be enough to get a protective order against her.
The police are on their way. I had to have someone call them after what I witnessed. I texted our head of security and he contacted them. They should be here momentarily.
Veronica was sitting in the room trying to calm down. She was shaking and she wasn't sure if it was from nerves or her anger. Brody had done nothing but disrespect her since their marriage ended, and this was the final straw. She heard the door opening and was expecting to see Brody, not two uniformed officers. She stood up as they read her rights, why she was being arrested, and took her down the elevator and through the lobby with handcuffs on. It was humiliating. And Brody was smiling at her the whole time.
You are not going to get away with this, Brody. Wipe that smile off your face right now. I will get you back for this.
Brody didn't say anything as she continued to yell at him and promised that she would get her revenge. The more she spoke, the bigger the hole she dug herself. He knew she could be crazy, but it had reached a new level since the divorce. The mediator gave him the number for a gal that was willing to work with him. He got a copy of her report as well as the police reports from the day and then added them to his ever-growing pile of evidence against Veronica. He got home and scheduled their first therapy appointment. Veronica didn't get released for a few days, and when she did, she was furious when she was hit with the protective order, keeping her from Brody, Arizona, and the bows.